Alright guys, so here we are in A27, and this is problem number 23. 4 times the quantity 2a plus 2 minus a 17. Okay, so in this case here, your extra credit is going to be what's different about this video than the other videos, and the answer is I found the fancy text box, which let me type things really neatly instead of using my not so pretty handwriting. All right, so in this problem, the first thing I do is I follow my order of operations. So that tells me I do all my multiplication. There are no exponents, right? And I cannot simplify what's inside these parentheses because they are not like terms, right? This one has an a and this one doesn't, right? This one has a variable. This one's just a constant. I can't collect up those like terms. I cannot add them together. So in this case here, I'm going to come and the next thing I look for is multiplication and division. Well, this 4 is going to multiply this quantity 2a plus 2. So we call that distributing when we're multiplying through with respect to parentheses. So let's go ahead and do that. So 4 times 2a times 4 times 2. So that's going to give me 4 times the quantity 2a plus 4 times 2, and then I have my minus 17. I finish all my multiplication and division first, so I'm going to take 4 times 2a, and that's going to give me 8a. Dad, I'll get the dishes just a second. Plus 8 minus 17. And then I come over here and I say I have 3 terms, and I'm going to look at these. This one has an a, this one doesn't, this one doesn't. So I know I can collect up those like terms. So the 8a stays because it's the only one with the a. And I'm going to rewrite this as plus 8 plus a negative 17. So that's going to give me 8a. And now I know my answer is going to be negative because this one has the greater absolute value. So I know we're going to have a minus. Since the signs are different, right, that tells us we're going to subtract their absolute values. So 17 minus 8 gives us 9, and that is our final answer, right? All right, so the question I'm going to ask you, the first one I'm going to ask you is, why didn't this negative 17 or this minus 17 get multiplied by the 4? And the answer is because it isn't inside of the parentheses, so it doesn't get multiplied by the 4. And then the other one, second question I'm going to ask you is why wasn't the 8a, why weren't the 8a minus 9 combined? And the answer is because they're not like terms, so I can't add or subtract them. This one had a variable, this one doesn't, therefore they're not like terms, and I cannot combine them. All right, that's the first video, first half of A27, and I will now happily proceed to the next problem. All right, this is to finish problem 32. So we have 32 divided by, so I'm doing problem 27, and I want to write an expression for the phrase 32 divided by the quantity y plus 12. So the first thing I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to take a look at this, and I know 32 divided, right? So let's go ahead and just start there. So I'm going to say that that is 32, and I'm going to write a little division symbol, and then it's divided by the quantity y plus 12. Well, quantity, right, tells me, the word quantity tells me that this whole thing is going to be in parentheses. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So that's going to give me divided by the quantity y plus 12. All right, so I could write it like that, which is quite lovely. Or, you know, I could put my division sign so that I write it as a fraction as 32 over the quantity y plus 12. There you go. So in this case here, right, your Your extra credit, I already did your extra credit. Your questions I'm going to ask you are, I said the quantity, y plus 12, and why did the y plus 12 go in parentheses, right? And it's because it's telling you this whole quantity of y plus 12 is you're going to divide 32 by that entire quantity. So whenever you see the quantity, right, it tells you it has to go in parentheses. So that'll be the first question I ask you, is why do I put y plus 12 in parentheses? And you're going to tell me because it said the quantity of. All right, that's the first question. The second question I'm going to ask you is, given that I wrote 32 divided by y plus 12, why are these two expressions equal to one another? And, you know, the answer is this is a division sign, and this is a division sign as well. Okay? One is a division problem written horizontally, and this is a division problem written vertically. All right, guys, that finishes this video. Less than 6 minutes. Not bad. Miss Boyko didn't talk too long. All right. Well, you guys will have your quiz tomorrow. All right? Take care.